Oh! Hey. Well, hello there. If you guys can't tell, I just have my espresso. Maybe I should drink some water. Who knows? Probably. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. You know what? I forgot that I could raise this chair. That wood in reverse. 1, 2, 3, let's switch this up. Oh my god, what am I doing? I don't even know where to begin. Do I even like how I look right now? Like, what is going on? Oh, I don't really know. And why is that still on my fucking screen? Alright, what is up everyone? Enough of these shenanigans that I always start my videos off with. I was just going to initially apologize for being off YouTube for a few months, but I realized that it was 100% okay to take some time to myself and that apologizing wasn't necessary. My face looks like an egg. I feel like I always say that in my videos, but like egg as hell. I've been wanting to record for a while, but I've just gone through some of the hardest past few months of my life, if I'm being honest. Okay. And I didn't really have the mental energy to kind of like sit in front of a camera. Shit, I don't even know. I'm like at a loss for words. I just didn't really have the mental energy to sit in front of a camera and record myself. I just wasn't really feeling myself. And so I wanted to wait until I felt more myself to record. And I finally feel like myself again. So here I am. Oh, them arm workouts coming into... Oh, okay. So of course, like I've had good days, but I just didn't feel 100% ready to record just because of my low energy. So I posted a while ago on my Instagram a poll of which video topic I should do next. And the one that got the most votes was daily positivity exercises, which I was going to record today, but I just felt more motivated to talk about something else first. But I will definitely do that topic for my next video. I just felt the need to do a more important video topic that can help any single person who watches it, because it's something that no one really knows how to deal with 100%. Okay, so let me begin with clarifying that I am not speaking about this for sympathy or for condolences. Not to say they aren't appreciated, but I just want to speak about the impact that these past few months have had on my life and what I've learned from it. And I'm choosing this topic because it can help us all, and I think it can just apply to anyone's life and just help anyone. And that's my goal. So this August, I lost my father, and let me just say that I've never felt so many deep emotions at the same time, and some of these emotions I've never even experienced. So it's been really hard to just kind of make sense of like what I'm feeling. Not that I need to make sense of what I'm feeling, but like sometimes I just kind of want to like understand. I was just feeling extremely lost. I'm not going to even try to explain that because I really can't, and it's not really necessary. Most of you know me as like a super bubbly person who always has energy, but to be honest, I really wasn't like that these past few months, and it was kind of hard for me because I was so used to being like high strung every day and just like, let's go, like conquer this day. And these past few months I really wasn't like that, and it was kind of, it was just hard. I spoke to my school therapist, and he told me one of the best pieces of advice that someone has told me in these past few months. He told me that it's okay if you aren't entirely the same person after this. It's not a bad thing. Do not be upset if you aren't 100% the same. And at first I was kind of like, what? Like, no, I like want my old self back. Not to say that I'm not gonna get it back, but there's just been some things that have changed in the way I think and the way I process things. I really processed on what he said, and I'm just learning to be okay with the fact that I'm going to process things differently and maybe feel deeper in certain situations in life than I had before this happened. But once I began to process what he told me, I finally began my process to coming back to my normal mental state. The first point that I want to hit, the first piece of advice, I don't know what to call it, but the first point I want to make is some things in life will shape your thought process and affect how you view things, but that is important to your personal growth. Do not beat yourself up for changing a bit. Everyone who knows me knows that I am very hard on myself, whether it be if I just make a simple mistake, if I can't solve a certain problem, or if I'm just like, I don't know, I'm hard on myself. And I've just learned that I cannot beat myself up for changing after this huge life event, you know? When you have something that changes your thought process a little bit and changes how you view things, it's a part of maturing and growing into your full mental potential. And that can be very hard to grasp at times because you might want to just be like, no, like I just don't want to feel these things anymore, like I just kind of want to be how I was. But the truth is there's going to be things in life that make you feel things you've never felt before, and it's going to be frustrating to kind of process them, but you have to take your frustration off yourself and just allow yourself to feel whatever emotion you may be feeling, which I have spoken in a previous video if you want to watch that. And the second point I want to make is accept the fact that you will not always be at your best. No one is at their best, ever, 100% of the time. Part of being friends with someone, or part of being in a relationship with someone, or just being close with someone, no matter what type of relationship it is, they know that you're not always going to be the best version of you, but they stay there, they stick there for you, just like, you know, other people understand that you're not always going to be at your best, and learn to be okay with that. Learn to be okay with having bad days, and you know, it's natural. Don't beat yourself up for it, okay? I need to learn that myself a little bit more, because oh my god, what am I doing? Like for me, this past semester, my motivation has dropped dramatically. And I always used to be the most driven, motivated person in school especially, and just like, yes, like I need to get this done, this done, this done. And I was getting upset at myself for not being as motivated, which isn't logical because you can't force yourself to be something that you don't have the energy for at a certain point in time. Like at the beginning of the school year, I used to get really upset, like, Victoria, like your grades, just whatever. And I'm like, you know what? Looking at everything I just experienced, I cannot expect more out of myself and push myself to be something that I don't have the energy for right now. It's just really helped me relax and take some weight off my shoulders, and just to be more lenient with myself. You know, I don't always have to be at my highest standard of myself. Of course, we all want to be our highest standard of ourselves every day, but the reality is that's not going to happen, and you just need to learn to accept those days and just be thankful for those days, just like you're thankful for your great days. They all make you who you are, and they shape your life. What I'm trying to say is when you're at a low, don't push yourself to act otherwise. It's healthy to feel your emotions, and it's normal for a human's motivation and happiness to fluctuate, you know? It's not always going to be at a high. And I'm trying to teach myself that, to be okay with not being the best student at sometimes, or not being entirely happy every day. It used to really frustrate me, but now that I've just kind of learned to be okay with it, I'm making much more progress than if I were to just get frustrated with myself and try to push myself away from having bad days, kind of like not accepting my emotions. To me, you need to accept how you feel and be okay with that. So the most important thing I just want to say from this video is learn to love yourself just as much at your low points that you love yourself on your best days. You need to learn to love yourself as a whole. If you're having a bad day, don't think less of yourself. Don't think, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is feel just as positive about yourself on your bad days, and don't get upset with yourself and think less of yourself for feeling certain emotions and not having the most energy that you usually do. And I really tried to sum all that up as best as I could, and I tried to keep it on track, but you guys know me, I kind of like go off on a tangent. But yeah, so don't beat yourself up for changing, because it's how you're growing into your full self, and it just adds to your wisdom and knowledge of emotions, I guess. So you can, you know what a positive thing about like going through deep emotions is that you can become more sensitive to other people, and you start to be more understanding of people's situations, and that's a beautiful thing. Because now that I've felt these really deep emotions, I feel like I have a deeper understanding for people, and I'm not as like closed-minded when it comes to other people not having good days. Because I'm like, wow, I just went through this really hard time and I had some really off days. And now I can be more open-minded to people that are having a bad day and may just act differently, because that's okay. So I hope that this video just added something to your heart, and wow, that was actually really kind of cheesy. Like always, I just hope that I could make you smile, and I hope that some of this stuff that I said sits with you, and that it just helps you accept yourself for who you are and love yourself just as much on bad days that you do on good days, because that's really important. But thank you so much for tuning into this video. I'm very excited to be recording again. It just makes me really happy, and I will post that next video in 2 weeks. I'm gonna do a video every 2 weeks just because school makes it really hard. But leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I just hope you benefited from this video. Thank you, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.